All right. On your test, you will need to determine if expressions are equivalent or find an equivalent expression to one given. Okay, you will have to deal with fractions as well. So, this is our example problem. I have 2 cubed plus x and 3/4. Okay, remember any number touching your variable, that means that you're multiplying them. Okay, so this is really x times 3/4. Okay. To find if something is equivalent, you can use properties. You can say, I know we can add something in any order if that's applicable. You can change groups depending on what the properties are. So you can try to determine, but the most surefire way is to sub a number in for x, assign it a value, okay? So if x, or whatever variable, it could be k, it could be m, it could be b, whatever. If the variable equals, I like to use 2, this expression would be 2 cubed plus 2 times 3/4. Okay? We have no groups, so let's look at our exponent first. 2 cubed, that means I have 3 2's. It's not 2 times 3. So I'm going to do 2 times 2 times 2. Okay? 2 times 2 times 2 is 8, okay, plus 2 times 3/4. All right, next I need to do multiply before you add. So I need to do 2 times 3/4. You could do 2 over 1 because it's a whole number. Oops, times 3 over 4. Or you could do 2 times the decimal form, but either way you need to multiply them. I'm going to do top times top, bottom times bottom. 2 times 3 is 6. 1 times 4 is 4. Okay. Now I have 6/4. This is improper and I can simplify. All right, so the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to divide top and bottom by the same number. They're both even, so I can divide them both by 2. That gives me 3/2. Okay, 3 over 2. And it's still improper. Okay, this is however many pieces are needed to make a whole. And 3 is how many pieces I have. Okay, so if I pull out as many 2's as I can pull out 1, 2, leaves me with 1 left on top. So this is 1.5. Okay, so this is now 8 plus 1.5. All right, and to add them, this is just a whole number, okay? Whole number 8 plus whole number 1 gives me 9.5, all right? Or if you did it as a decimal, you would do 8 plus 1.5, and you're adding 8 ones, not 8 tenths, so you would add it on the bottom of the 1. So that would be still 9.5, okay? So my expression is equivalent to 9.5. So I need to find my answer choice that is also equivalent to 9.5. So if x equals 2, this is 9.5. All right. So our first answer choice A, if x equals 2, we have to keep all of our x's the same value. This would be 2 times 3 divided by 4 plus 2 to the third, okay? So using GEMDAS, we're going to do our group first, all right? In our group, we have multiplication and division. In GEMDAS, you can multiply or divide in the order you come across them from left to right. So 2 times 3 is 6, okay? Now we have 6 divided by 4 plus 2 cubed, all right? Still have our group, and we're going to do 6 divided by 4. So I'm going to come off to the side and do 6, the first one goes inside, divided by 4. 4 goes into 6 once, minus 4 leaves me with 2. Drop a 0, okay? 4 goes into 25 times. So this is 1.5 plus 2 cubed. I'm already not feeling the best about this, but let's see. Cut that out. Okay. So now I have an exponent. I'm done with my groups. Now I need to do my exponent. So 2 cubed is 3 2's. Okay, so I'm going to do 2 times 2 times 2. Well, 2 times 2 is 4. Then 4 times 2 is 8. Okay, so 2 cubed is 8. 1.5 plus 8 is 9.5, or 9 5/10. Okay, so we're looking for 9.5, and A equals 9. 5/10 is equivalent to 1/2, okay? If you're not sure, put it over its place value and simplify, okay? But these seem to be equivalent. So let me say I think this is it. But just in case I messed up and I find another one that's equivalent, I'm going to check them all, okay? If this x is equal to 2, then answer choice B would be 2 plus 2 cubed times a group of 3 divided by 4. Okay, so first I have that group, 3 divided by 4, which I know 3/4, because that's the same thing as writing 3/4 the fraction, 3 divided by 4, okay, is the same as 75/100. You could also go off to the side and do 3 divided by 4, okay? So we have 75/100 inside, and we still have 2 plus 2 cubed outside, all right? Next, and those are separate, we have our exponent, okay? So 2 cubed, we already decided that that was 8. 2 times 2 times 2 is 8. Okay, times 0.75. So now I need to figure out what 75/100 or 3/4 of 8 is. Okay, so I'm going to come off to the side again. And this time I'm going to do 0.75 times 8. Okay, 48 times 7 is 56. Plus 4 is 60. Okay, our decimal needs to go over 2. All right, so 3/4 or 75/100 of 8 is 6. And now I just have 2 plus 6. 2 plus 6 is 8. All right, so answer choice B is equal to 8, which is close, but not quite, so it's not B. Lastly, let's check C. Okay, so C, if x is equal to 2, would be 2 cubed plus 2 times 3/4. All right, so this time we have this group first. And inside our group, we do exponents first. Okay, 2 cubed we've already decided is 8. That's plus 2, and we still have 3/4. Okay, 8 plus 2, our first group, is 10. So we need to know what 10 times 3/4 is. All right, you could convert this to the decimal form and do 10 times 75/100. I'm going to leave it as a fraction and do 10 times 3/4. Okay, whole numbers get put over 1. Top times top, bottom times bottom. That equals 30/4. Okay, and it's improper. How many 4s can I pull out of 30? I can pull out 7 because that's 28. That leaves me with 2. So now I have 2/4. Okay. 2/4 can still be simplified. Divide top and bottom by 2. 2 divided by 2 is 1. 4 divided by 2 is 2. So now I have 7.5. Okay. 10 times 3/4 is 7.5. Okay. You can write that as 0.5 or as a fraction. All right. So the only one that's equivalent is A. All right. Your turn. You need to try to sub in a value for x. I would try if x equals 2, what would this expression be? Okay, rewrite it and then solve, and then find which answer choice is equivalent. Okay, you need to sub in 2 for each of them. If you need to remember how to do the fractions, you can go back to my example and you can rewind. All right, you try.